everybody, welcome to today's video. For those of you who are new, my name is Sierra and welcome to my channel. Unfortunately right now I'm a little sick and coughing, so I do have a video that I want to do like right now because everybody has been messaging me on Instagram while I was watching TV. I checked my phone and I was like, why is everybody messaging me? And then I go look and apparently someone in the YouTube world who has almost 2 million subscribers actually redid my Navajo coffee video. So I'm gonna do a live reaction to that and you guys are gonna be able to see. I've never done a reaction video on my channel before, so this will be interesting. Let's get right into it. Let me show you guys her channel first. So here's the video and here is her channel. Okay, so she does a lot of food videos. Oh my gosh. You guys, excuse my coughing. I'm gonna try and edit out the coughing parts, but my voice is not up to par, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. Okay, so we have Emmy made in Japan, 1.72 million subscribers. Oh my gosh. She does all these food videos. Honestly, I've never watched her channel before, but it looks like it's all food, so I might subscribe and just watch the rest of her videos. And yeah, look, she even has Bluebird. What? Wait, does she have Bluebird? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just watch this video. All right, you guys, I didn't have much time to plan for this, so please bear with me. I have my computer here, so we're just gonna watch. Let's get started. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh wow, I like it already.
Greetings, my beautiful lovelies. It's Emmy. Welcome back to another episode of Hard Times, where I explore recipes and food from times of hardship. Today, I'm going to be making Navajo coffee, and this video was inspired by a video I found here on YouTube made by Sierra Johnson, and I will put a link down below to her original video. So Navajo coffee is coffee that has been thickened with toasted flour. Now this is something that Sierra grew up with. Her grandfather made it, and she hadn't had it in a long time and decided to make a video about it. And it sounds so interesting because the consistency of the coffee is unlike any kind of coffee I've ever had. The coffee is in fact so thick, it's almost pudding-like. So Navajo coffee is coffee that has been thickened with toasted flour, but a very specific brand called Bluebird flour. So I knew
is she gonna have the Bluebird?
A trip to the Southwest with my family, I knew I had to track it down, and look what
she did get some Bluebird flour.
Look, have you seen such a beautiful sack of flour in your entire life? I have not. It is so beautiful. I love it. So this is a 5-pound sack of flour, and the flour is still packaged in cotton cloth. Bluebird flour is made by Cortez Milling Company, and they're based in Cortez, Colorado. But it's very
Bluebird, you need to sponsor me. I am putting you on the map.
In Arizona.
I'm just kidding. You're already on the map, but still, you need to send some bags over.
Store, which was kind of great. I went to a supermarket and they didn't have it, but they did have it at our national park, the Grand Canyon. If you have never been there, words can't even describe how just breathtakingly spectacular the place is. It's just
I've never been to the Grand Canyon too, which is crazy because I've lived in Arizona for quite a while.
Rocks that were
I need to go.
2 billion years ago.
I need some water. Hold on.
Super cool. Super great to share with my kids. We hope to go back. We would love to spend more time there. We were only there for a couple days, but yes. Oh, while I was there, I also picked up this, the Grand Canyon cookbook, and I hope to do some recipes out of here. Lots of great little pioneering, kind of almost old-fashioned kind of recipes. So Bluebird flour is regional. I've never seen it out on the East Coast, and it's very popular in the Southwest, and particularly among Native people. This flour is also very popular for making fry bread and tortillas, which I would love to tackle as well. I also picked up some mesquite flour, so I'm thinking I could make some mesquite flour, Bluebird flour tortillas. So if we look on the back here, there's nutritional information, and it says it has 4 grams of protein.
She's going through all the
grams, and that works out to be about 7.
Who actually reads those though? I mean,
which is less than all-purpose flour, which is around 10 or 11%.
I've never read the back of the flour bag,
like
honestly.
Cake flour, a little lighter, a little less gluten, so you're gonna have less chewier of a bread and more of kind of a lighter bread. So really great for cookies, cakes, and tortillas apparently. Let's get ourselves a skillet, and we're gonna toast our flour. Pour in some flour.
Yay!
The amount isn't very important. We just want to toast some. Using a wooden spatula, we're going to just keep stirring this because we don't want it to burn. And that's all we're doing. We're going to toast this until the flour takes on kind of a peanut butter color. So this is kind of like making a roux, but there's no fat. So a roux is a combination of flour and fat, sometimes oil or butter, that's cooked over heat until it gets a really nice caramel color. Sometimes you get roux that are very, very dark, and they're used to give flavor to dishes like gumbo or even soups. It gives it a really great nutty flavor. So that's what we're going after. We want a really nice nutty flavor. So it's already starting to toast, and it's giving this really great smell of kind of toasted or baked bread. It's really nice. So keep this going. So after about 10 minutes, our flour looks like this. It's got a lovely kind of garbanzo bean color, a little bit lighter than peanut butter. But you can really see a difference when you compare it to the flour that hasn't been toasted. I'm going to transfer our flour to a bowl.
See, my video quality should have been like hers.
And I'm going to just add my
Maybe that's
water.
why she has 2 million subscribers, you know? Wow. If I knew my video was going to get this many views.
My other kettle broke, and I'm really happy with this one. I love that it has variable temperature, and this little gooseneck pour spout. It's really, really nice. Nice little treat.
She's so like calming.
Just hope it lasts a while. Our last one lasted about 5 years. I really wish things were made to last longer than just 5 years. So while the coffee's brewing, I'm going to tell you a little bit more background about this particular recipe.
Me too, girl.
Now, in Sierra's video, she said that she didn't know exactly the origin story, only that her grandfather made it, and that the flour actually came from rations that were given to the Navajo people. Now, this part of history is recorded and is quite a sad one. From 1864 to 1866, the Navajo people were relocated from their lands of Arizona to New Mexico. This is also called the period of the Long Walk, or the Long Walk of the Navajo. So the Navajo people, or the Diné, as they call themselves, were given rations from the U.S. government that included flour.
She is freaking putting this history in her video. Yes, I love it.
Out of it came recipes that are now a large part of the culture, including fry bread, which is just quintessential. When you go to any kind of powwow, you will always find fry bread. So I'm super excited to actually use the bluebird flour to see if that changes the flavor and the texture of the fry bread. I suspect it does because of its different level of protein. So a very sad time in history, but I think it's still important to remember. Okay, let's check on the coffee. And now we're just going to simply add our toasted flour. Now Sierra says you can add as much or as little as you like, and she remembers eating it very, very thick. She calls this kind of like a Navajo creamer. So it makes your coffee richer and thicker. And it's already changed the color of the coffee. It's much lighter, and the consistency as well.
I'm really curious to see if she's gonna like it.
It's not creating any lumps. Kind of amazing. They always tell you when you're thickening sauces to add water to your flour or your cornstarch to prevent lumping. And while I am getting some lumps, they're melting away. Ooh, I can smell the toasted flour. Smells really nice. It's like toasted bread. So that's after 3 teaspoons, and it's got more of a almost gravy-like consistency. Sierra also added some sugar in her recipe, so I'm going to add some as well. I don't usually add sugar to my coffee, but I think in this it's going to make a difference. Look at that. Look how luscious that looks.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to just taste it like this, just to get an idea of what this texture is like. Cheers. Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow, it really changes the flavor of the coffee. It's less bitter, but I'm not sure if that has to do with the flour alone or just the sugar. I imagine the sugar has something to do with it. But the consistency is really nice, almost like a soup, and a lot like hot chocolate. So from what I've read, the longer history of this drink might come from Mexico, where they have a drink called atole, which is used sometimes with mesquite bean flour to create a hot, thickened beverage. Or from a drink called champurrado, which I've made a video for. In case you've missed it, I'll put a link down below, which is a hot chocolate thickened with corn flour and has a very similar consistency. Sierra takes this farther, and she adds
I like mine
4
thick.
heaping teaspoons.
Yes.
And gets this super thick. So let's keep going. We're getting there, look at that. So the more flour we add, the thicker it gets. And I think I'm gonna add a little bit more sugar. So far I've added about a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm gonna add another 1/4. And look how thick that is. It's beautiful. And I'm gonna add one more. So far it's been about 6 teaspoons of flour. And look at that consistency.
Ooh. That's my favorite. When it's thick like that.
I've never had coffee like this before. It is so, so thick. All right, let's give this a taste. Here we go. Itadakimasu.
Is she gonna like it?
Wow. The coffee flavor really changes with the addition of the toasted flour. The consistency is hot and thick, almost more like a cream of wheat or porridge. Really smooth. There's some bitterness, but not much. The toasted flour has a lot of nutty toasted flavor to it. But because the consistency is so thick, I don't at all think coffee. I would have loved to taste this without knowing it was coffee, to see if I would even know that it's coffee, because it's changed so much. It reminds me a little bit of coffee that you can find in Louisiana that Chicory has been added to.
Super cool.
It's coffee-like, but a little bit different. And because I added some sugar, it's more like a dessert almost, but still not very sweet. It's very comforting.
I think she likes it.
Unlike any other coffee I've ever had. In fact, if this was served to me, I don't know that I would know that this is coffee, because the consistency is so kind of puddingy and porridge-like. There's definitely still a bitterness and indications that there's coffee in here. But that combination of toasted flour, a little bit of sugar, and coffee completely changes this. Amazing. Alrighty, so there you have it, Navajo coffee. I hope you guys enjoy that one. I hope you guys learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye!
Awesome! That was awesome. She had such a great presentation, and she also threw the history in there, which is super cool because nobody really does that. Well, I think it's super cool. Shout out to her for making this video. Emmymadeinjapan. Check out her channel. Check out the video for yourself. And yeah, I just wanted to do a quick reaction. Very cool. That's all I can say. And also 2 other people also that I know of made my video, which they will be linked about down below as well if you guys are interested in seeing those videos. Thank you 2 ladies for also making videos. I appreciate it, and I'm so happy that you guys tried it and decided to do a video. Well, you guys, my voice, my voice is holding up for now, but it probably won't for a while. I'm trying not to cough right now, so I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.